Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? It's a wonderful, wonderful morning. I'll still say it's a morning, right? 11 a.m. on a weekend. I was just going through all the names who are live. Guys, you have such good names, right? I just call out a few names that are there. Everyone who's live, welcome to the classes. This is the live session for business and commercial knowledge. My name is Arjit Sethi, right? I see. I just call up the names. These are so good names. Each one of you. Keshav, how are you? Keshav Kothari, Atharv Dhumal, how are you? Bhagat, Rajesh Bhai, Gunjan, Ishan, Kunal, Jyoti, Manvi, hi, how are you? Lakshita is there. Himanshu is there. I see Ananya is there. Hey Diksha, how are you? Dhwani, Keshav, Anand, Sanchita, Shalini, Ustav. It's Utsav or Ustad? Ustad, that's a great name, Ustad. I've heard that first time. Hey Yash, how are you? Khushdeep, Rafika, Yash, Ananya is there again. Hi, good morning. Manvi, Bhumika, Rahul, Sahil. Hey Vansuri Agarwal, how are you? That's such a new name, Vansuri. Great. Hey Sarvas, how are you? Yash, Nikita, Jyoti, Rohini, Ananya again. Hi Ananya. Like Ananya is writing like 5 times good morning. How happy you are this morning, Ananya. Hey Krishdeep, Yash, Kamlesh, Samina is there, Sheetal, Yash, Sameer, awesome, Chanchal is there. Barkatullah, how are you? Yumanshi, Mehakpreet. Where are you guys from? Keep writing your cities as well. It's so good to see all of you guys today, right? Probably on the chat. I'm so excited. Where are you? Like, tell me your cities. I am from Delhi right now. I am from Delhi. Where are you guys from? You watched my previous sessions, Chaitanya. Awesome, awesome. That's so good. Hey Sakshi, I'm excited to like have the conversation for the next 10, 12 sessions with you guys. Every weekend, I specifically kept weekends for these classes. I've requested the Board of Studies to give me weekends because I think on weekends we are a little more relaxed, right? थोड़ा सा chill रहते हैं लोग. So it's easier to learn on a weekend than on a weekday. सुबह भाग दौड़ में पढ़ना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. That is what I believe, right? मुझसे तो पढ़ाई नहीं होती थी भाई Monday to Friday. I used to study only on weekends. Saturday, Sunday जितनी पढ़ाई होती थी उसी से मैं पास हुआ. So good to see so many of you. You're from Cuttack. Oh, see, I see people are from Kanpur, Vadodara, Karnataka, Punjab. Hey, you're from Delhi, man, you're awesome. Right, Cuttack, Calcutta, Lucknow, Surat, you're from Ranchi. I've been to Surat. Surat is a superb place. I've been to Varacha in Surat, right? And you have that, what do you call that? Locho, right? In Surat, weekend, probably Saturday and Sunday, you would be eating that locho, right? Chandigarh, awesome Kushbu from Chandigarh. Been to Chandigarh, Sukhna Lake, right? Kolkata, hey Karan, how are you? Kolkata again. I've been to Kolkata, those puchkas outside Victoria Memorial, right? Vadodara, I have to come to Vadodara, Rani. I have not been to Vadodara. Rajasthan, Samina, where from Rajasthan? Ranchi, yes. Ranchi bhi ghumna hai, yaar. Ranchi nahi dekha abhi tak. I have to come there. Hey Ankit, you're from Bihar? Bihar, I've been to Patna, but only for 2 days. So zyada ghuma nahi hai, Bihar. So good. Sirohi, you're from Sirohi, Lakshita. Awesome. Gurugram, Yumanshi is from Gurugram. Gurugram is also now, like, it's huge. It used to be small, now it's huge. You're from Hubli. Hey, that's good. Shrindi, I think I've been to Hubli, but I think I just crossed from Hubli, right, while I was in Bangalore. Aurangabad, Gopalganj, awesome. You're from Nagaur, Rajasthan. Super. Ankit is from Bihar. Ahmedabad, I've been to Ahmedabad, right? Kankadia Lake, I've been to Kankadia Lake and all that. I've been there. Awesome. Rekha is from Mumbai. Mumbai में तो तबाही मची है. Rekha, are you swimming today or how are you guys traveling? Mumbai में तो इतना पानी भर गया है. Awesome. You're from Pimplegaon, Baswant. That's a village named Nashik. That's so good, Diksha. Nashik, nahi, I've been to Aurangabad though. Aurangabad, I went to Aurangabad. I've been to Ellora Caves, right? Nashik भी घूमना है. Nashik भी आना है. So good, so good. Takshi from Karnataka, very good morning, Adesh, to you as well. Right? Your first attempt for December. Awesome. Good, Adesh. Thank you so much for a compliment in the first class itself. So that gives me confidence कि मजा आने वाला है in next sessions. Hyderabad, Ghaziabad, Gorakhpur, Kolkata, awesome. Jamshedpur. Gorakhpur आना है यार. So many places to come and visit. Coimbatore, I've been to Coimbatore, right? Bala Sanjay Lakshmi, I've been to Coimbatore. I've been to that your race course circle where you get that amla juice at 6 a.m. in the morning. I've been to Coimbatore. Okay, you're from Bhilai. Super, super, super Chanchal. Gunjan is from Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad तो अपने पास में ही है, right? From Delhi. You're from Baramati, Pune, Maharashtra. Devesh, Pune आया हूँ. I've not been to Baramati yet. That's a place near Pune क्या? I've been to Pune though. I've been to Shaniwar Wada. I've been to what is that place? Your Dagdu Sheikh, right? I've been there. Awesome. Good, Nisha. You've seen my previous classes. Super good. Greater Noida. अरे Greater Noida तो it's अमीरों की जगह. Kamlesh, how rich are you? And why are you doing CA? Bikaner, I've been to Bikaner. It's awesome, yeah, awesome. It's so many memories and so many places. Awesome. People from across India. I think it's a great Tamil Nadu. People from Sonipat, Tamil Nadu, from Lucknow. I've been to Lucknow. Anshita, I've been to Lucknow. Bada Imam Bada, Chota Imam Bada, Chicken Factory. I've been there. I've been there. Muzaffarpur. Abhinav is from Muzaffarpur, the famous Muzaffarpur. Hey, Mrinali is from Cuttack. A lot of people from Cuttack. I'm so excited. You're from Bellary. Vishnu is from Bellary. Super, super, super. Kottayam, Kerala. Oh, I've been to Kochi. I have been to this beach. I don't remember the name. It was some secluded beach, like just when you entered Kerala, right? I don't remember the name, though. It was a superb, superb beach. Right? There was no one for 10 kilometers. It was an empty beach with no one. Just me and my family and our taxi guy, right? It was super experience in Kerala for us. Awesome. I am in Delhi right now, Samir, but probably I'll go to Bangalore next week. So next class, mein probably I will be joining from Bangalore. So तब I'll say I'm from Bangalore. Allahabad, super Allahabad. अरे देव प्रयाग कहाँ पहुँच गए यार आप तो. Super, super. That is so good. That is so good. Absolutely, Disha. I wish these classes are going to be as interesting as I can make them. Right. The ID Gandhinagar. Yeah, सब कुछ. I've been to Gandhinagar, Akshardham also. Super Nagaur, famous of salt sambar dot. So you're from Nava City, Nagaur. That's so good, Keshav. I have to be there. You've excited me कि ये देखने वाली जगह है, right? Ranchi आना है आदेश. I've not been to Ranchi, but probably within this year or next year, Ranchi भी आएंगे, right? Awesome. Bangalore. My hometown is Delhi, Anshita, if you want to know that. I've been born and brought up in Delhi. तो मेरी आवाज से लग रहा होगा, right? Patiala, essentially from Patiala. I've been to Patiala also, right? My ancestral part is from Patiala, Jalandhar. Awesome. I love traveling, Smita. Smriti, sorry. I call Smita, it's Smriti. I love traveling. Probably the only problem is you have to spend a lot of money. अगर free हो फिर तो मजा आ जाएगा घूमने में, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've been to Calcutta. You're from Calcutta. Awesome. Super, super Lakshita. Let us, I'm so happy. Okay. Thank you, Abhinav. Muzaffarpur में हमारा के सबका स्वागत है, right? I'm so excited to see people from across the country. It is fantastic start to the sessions, I think. I would also like encourage all of you, if you have any doubts or any questions, and you have almost 100 plus people right now from across India, right? If you have any doubts regarding the syllabus, regarding the examination, regarding how to plan things, or XYZ form कैसे भरते हैं, ये कहाँ जाना है, क्या link है, do ask those questions in the chat. Okay, keep asking those questions in the chat. I can help you get a word out to the students, to other people, and you can get answers from there. So use this platform to talk to people from across India as well. Keep me as the mediator, right? I'll help you get your answers from people across India. So I think that also helps you, that helps me, right? Surya, I'm reading there are a lot of chat. Probably I missed it. I'm really sorry. I'm reading your messages as well, right? Don't get like angry on me. It's just my first day. Jamshedpur, Tata, awesome, 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 Divya. Hey Adish, very good morning to you as well. Adish has written the same thing 20 times. Adish, पूरा chat box भर दिया आपने. एक ही message भेजो please. मुश्किल हो जाता है वरना पढ़ना. That is so good. That is so good. Okay, can we now start with the session? आदेश, आप चैट पूरी भर रहे हो, आप एक ही मैसेज 50 बार भेज दिया आपने. Stop spamming us, right? मुश्किल हो रहा है पढ़ना मेरे लिए. Okay, without getting into more gappe, right? Without wasting more time on talking things which are beyond syllabus, let us start the session today, right? Let us start to understand कि for the next 10-12 sessions हम लोग करने क्या वाले हैं, right? How are we going to lead these sessions? इससे मिलेगा क्या, right? Why are we going to do these sessions? Why are these sessions important? And why are they better than you going and studying yourself, right? While I am the biggest advocate of self-study, right? आप जो खुद पढ़ते हो उससे अच्छी कोई पढ़ाई नहीं है. The best form of study, self-study, and study material is your holy book, be it Bible, Quran, Bhagavad Gita, जो मानना है उसको मान लो. But that particular book is your source of success. Okay, study material, the question banks on the website, the question booklets on the website, study material के पीछे के questions. These sessions ask. I think the best usage of these sessions would be if you come a little prepared. पूरा मत पढ़ के आओ, थोड़ा बहुत चैप्टर को पढ़ के आओ, and then you ask your questions to me. Okay, asking questions is going to be the best form of utilization of these sessions. And I think if you are a little prepared, thoda sa you brush up those chapters before coming into these sessions, I think that is going to be a game changer for you guys. I will try to keep my English as easy, as simple as possible, but I will also encourage you guys to please start using some thode se tough words of English. It is going to help you in a long term. Okay. Now, awesome, Surya. Thank you. If you're not angry, I'm happy. Why should we study BCK? Yash, marks चाहिए तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Practically बोलूं तो marks चाहिए, pass होना है तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा, right? That is the practical answer. The more theoretical, more makhan answer is that probably this chapter essentially builds your foundation for strategic management at intermediate level. Okay, I also teach at strategic management at intermediate level, and I know the kind of details we go into in those particular syllabus, in that particular subject at intermediate level. Unless you understand the very basis in foundation, probably, right? This subject is super important to build that foundation for your intermediate strategic management, or per se business in general, right? This particular like subject, which is business and commercial knowledge, इसको आप subject की तरह समझोगे. If you try to mug up things, if you try to remember things, probably you will not get good marks. Just think, like, whenever you're studying this particular subject, I will request, think yourself as a small shopkeeper. Okay, think yourself as a small business owner. Think yourself as a small entrepreneur जिसका छोटा सा business है. Probably think yourself as a boutique owner. Think yourself as a trader. Think yourself as a small business person जिसकी कोई printing shop है या printing business है, or you have a garments business, or you have small confectionery shop, आपकी छोटी सी bakery है. Whatever your dream is to do as an entrepreneur or small business, think yourself as a small business owner. ठीक है, आपको कपड़े बेचने Instagram पे, you have to sell things on Meesho, Flipkart, whatever it is, whatever your dream business is, think yourself as that small business owner, and then we will sail through this entire syllabus, right? All the chapters, 6 chapters से हम लोग जाएंगे, but I would request keep your mindset of a small business owner. बड़े बड़े businesses की बात नहीं करेंगे, like a Tata or a Birla or H-1, big companies like LIC, Zomato. Good, they are big businesses, they are working fantastic, super. But the crux of understanding the basic business, the basic commercial knowledge, कि यार commerce क्या होता है, business क्या होता है, what is business, why do you have to study that, what are the forms of business, what does a business person do, what are the different ways they get money from the market, how do they make money from the market, what are the different responsibilities as a business owner, right? That is what your focus should be while studying this. And if your focus is that, ये तो सबसे simple subject है, you can score 100% marks in this particular subject, right? Awesome. Just revising BCK for the second time, you're a topper, Avinash. मैं तो एक बार ही पढ़ लेता था अपने student time में, तो मेरे को तो like I used to not be an excellent student. I was a very average student, but cool. If you're revising for the second time, I'm happy for you, right? Is regular college possible with CA? One of the most asked questions. Yes, it is possible, but you will have to manage time like anything, right? It's going to be super, super hectic, right? बहुत बहुत manage करना मुश्किल होगा, but it is possible. You can do that. Really depends on your dedication there. Okay, awesome. Marking scheme of the subject. We're coming to that. We're coming to that. Into that, right? Let us start the session today, which is going to be an introduction, right? The first chapter is Introduction to Business and Commercial Knowledge. I have kept some small memes on the slides, probably, which would make more sense relevant to the topic, right? Cool. Arshdeep, you'll have to figure that out yourself, right? Cool. The chapter number 1, which is an introduction to business and commercial knowledge. And my name is Arjit Sethi. I will be with you for the next 7-8 weekends, both Saturdays and Sundays, 11 to 1. We'll have fun. We'll have quizzes. We'll have questions. I'll ask you a lot of questions. I'll tell you a lot of exam-oriented keywords from the subject key. What is the keyword that will help you crack questions in examinations? We'll talk about everything. Be assured, be relaxed. बिल्कुल stress नहीं लेना है. De-stress yourself and focus on what is on the slides. These slides can help you to revise, but these are not complete. Okay, let me repeat that. The slides I have prepared for you, I will upload these as notes, right? I will upload every slide as note after the sessions. The only thing is, do not rely on slides as the source of information. These are very small pointers that can help you revise topics, but study material is your holy book. Okay, awesome. Yes, you will get this in the ICI app also with downloads. Mein, you will get this as a PPT or a PDF. Probably PDF ki tarah you'll get that, and that should be fine, right? I'll keep giving you tips. I'll keep asking a lot of exam-oriented questions within the slides, so that should be fine. Let us quickly understand how this particular chapter is, or how this particular paper 4 is. Okay, so paper 4 is Business Economics and Business and Commercial Knowledge. It is a 2-part paper, which is 100 MCQ of 1 mark each, right? And you have to do this in 2 hours. So part A is 60 MCQs of 1 mark each, which is Business Economics, and BCK, which is Business and Commercial Knowledge. It's a 40 MCQ paper with 1 mark each, right? What I'm going to cover today or in the next sessions is BCK, which is part 2, right? I'm going to cover part B, right? I am only going to cover part B, which is BCK, right? Which will have around 40 MCQs for you. And this is what we'll study on. So business economics is a different subject being covered by another faculty. I am going to help and have fun in these sessions with you while we cover our syllabus for business and commercial knowledge. Keep asking your questions. I would really encourage, ask as many questions as you can related to the syllabus more, related to me less, but you can ask any questions that you have, right? No, it's that is how the paper has been set. Okay, cool. Now, if I tell you, if you see around yourself, right? Let's get to the very basics. I know you guys are super smart, and this particular like introduction might feel very boring to you. This chapter might feel super boring, but let us try to understand from a business perspective. Okay. While I was also reading and preparing for these sessions, I understood your introduction to both boring or right. I know this. I'm smart enough. I know this. Right. I've cleared my 12th standard. I've got super great marks. Right. I'm going into chartered accountancy. I've selected this course for my career. Right. Like, why is this chapter so silly? This chapter is not silly. This chapter has to be studied from a different angle. Okay. The angle is, okay. The angle is to think like a business owner. Now, see around yourself, right? Anything that you have, like, that is there in your room, probably if you're sitting on your study table, there's a laptop, there's a book, there is a pencil, you're making notes, you're drawing, you have a cell phone, you have internet within the cell phone, right? You are watching some video, somebody has made that video, they have used props, you have curtains, you have fan, a bed, a pillow, a cushion, a chair, XYZ, you have 10,000 things around you, a clock, a tube light, a bulb, whatever it is, right? A glass or XYZ. all of these things, right? All of these things, did you buy these directly from the manufacturer? Did you go to the manufacturing plant? क्या आप factory में जाके ये खरीद के लाए हो? The answer is no, right? The answer is no. You have not bought all of these products from the manufacturer itself. कि जहाँ factory में this is being produced, where in the factory somebody is producing that, there is an assembly line. Think like a business owner again, right? There is a huge factory जहाँ पे 10,000 laptops are being made every day. क्या factory से laptop लेके आए हो? No. You went to a shop. You bought it from a shop which was near your locality or in some mall, a Chroma or Reliance Digital, or you bought it online from Flipkart, Amazon, wherever, right? You bought these things online, or you bought it from a shop. Right? You went to a shop, you bought it, you paid money, and then you got this laptop for yourself. Now, there is a huge chain of how these activities, how this particular commercial activity in India happens. Okay, every Indian is earning money. Every single person is doing some kind of trade. You are either giving services and asking for money, or you are like buying a particular product and getting money or paying money for that. इतनी ज़्यादा commercial transactions are happening across India, across the globe, right? And each of these commercial activities is eventually forming a web of a lot of other activities, right? Now think from this perspective. Some people in factory are making a laptop, then that laptop goes to a packing unit, they pack it into those big gatta boxes, big brown boxes. Those boxes are then loaded into trucks. Those trucks then travel from, let's say, some factory in UP to, they go to Mumbai, to Maharashtra, to some place in Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, right? Those trucks are going from UP, traveling across India, going to a warehouse in Tamil Nadu, where they have 5,000 laptops. Then they segregate those laptops into different models. Then each model ke two pieces as per orders are going to small shops across Tamil Nadu, across Karnataka, across Maharashtra. Every shop is getting those two to three pieces of laptops. Then you as a customer in that particular city go to that shop, buy a particular laptop, and that is how trade is happening, right? Now, this is mind-boggling, right? Itna zyada activity. How are people even managing all of this, right? How are even people actually managing all of this? But this is how business, this is how commerce happens. And that is why I think this is one of the most important subjects and activities. You understand, innovation ho rahi hai, R&D ho rahi hai, engineers are doing their thing, which is super important. But somebody has to do commerce as well. Somebody has to do trade as well. Only then some innovation can be sold in the market, right? So this business and commerce has to flourish. And this is what business and commerce is. It's a web of activities wherein two or three people, or more than, like 2 and 3 is minimum, like hundreds of people are engaged in these activities, and that is actually happening on ground, right? Sahil, the classes will be 80-20, right? 80% will be in English because your exams are going to be in English. You have to write answers in English, right? 20% I'll keep to, like, I'll try to add some explanations if you're not able to understand, kuch samajh nahi aa raha hai. Hindi mein pooch lena, I'm happy to explain that in Hindi as well, right? Mujhe chalega, I can do that. But my preference will be, because we have people from across India, and English is what we're going to focus on. But if some topic you do not get, let me know. Some topic, not all topics. Some topic you do not understand, let me know. I'll explain in Hindi as well. I am okay with it. Okay? Cool. What is the purpose to study BCK? Lakshita, we're coming to that. That is, you will have to wait for 10 minutes. Thoda sabar karna padega. We'll come to that, right? We have that as a topic as well. Are business and commerce related to each other? Superb question, Josh. We have a slide. I'm really happy that you guys are curious and asking questions. All your answers are there in this chapter. And thank you to the chapter that they have answered all these questions that you have, right? Cool. There's a question on the screen, okay? Everybody, there's a question on the screen. These kinds of questions can come in examinations as well, okay? Expect such kind of questions in examinations as well. Look at these questions on your screen and answer super duper quickly. What is the actual flow of trade in your opinion? What do you think is the actual flow? Is it from a producer to a trader to a wholesaler to a consumer? to a wholesaler, to a trader, then to a producer, then to a consumer, or trader, consumer, producer, wholesaler, or producer, wholesaler, trader, and then consumer. What do you think is the actual flow of trade in your opinion, right? Awesome. 80% of the people are saying D, couple of you are saying A. Okay, let's see, let's wait for another 10 seconds. Quickly write down your answers in the chat, right? Good question, Sanjana. We'll come to that. What is a retailer? I'll answer that. What is a retailer? Retailer भी पढ़ेंगे, wholesale भी पढ़ेंगे. All your questions will be answered. Be assured on that. अगर मैं कुछ skip भी करता हूँ, ask your questions again. Okay. 90% of you are saying D. Now almost 95% are saying D. Couple of you are also saying A. Not couple of you, only Rahul. Rahul, Anirudh, I would request just type your answers once. पूरा chat box भर जाता है, right? I would request Anirudh, ये देखो Anirudh 50 बार लिखा है भाई D. Keep your answers minimal to 1 or 2 times, right? Otherwise, वो इतना सारा chat आता है, it's difficult to figure out if you're giving the right answer or not. Awesome. Cool, Nidal, you are also super cool. The correct answer is option number D. The correct answer is option number D, which is from a producer to a wholesaler, from a wholesaler to a trader. Trader से आता है भैया consumer के पास. ये कैसी हो गई यार? Wholesaler से जाता है trader के पास, trader से जाता है consumer के पास. ठीक है? So what happens? Somebody produces in the factory. Factory से जाता है big wholesalers के पास. Big wholesalers who have big warehouses. Then it goes to small retailers like small shops, small showrooms, right? Those are traders, retailers जो खरीद के सिर्फ बेचते हैं, right? You buy and sell, you buy and sell, you buy and sell. That is retailer. It goes to traders or retailers, and finally it goes to the consumer who actually go to those shops and showrooms to buy a particular product. The correct flow of trade is producer, wholesaler, trader, and consumer, right? Okay, Mami, all your questions or MCQs from the study material, what I'll do is I will keep a session after completing chapter 3, right? Collect all your doubts from MCQs from study material. Chapter 3 के बाद I have a session which will be an open session जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ questions solve करेंगे. We will answer all your questions. I will ask you 30-40 quiz questions, tough questions from examination perspective. वहाँ पे we'll do the study material के पीछे वाले MCQs. Okay, so hold your questions till that point. Collate that, कहीं लिख के रख लो, and those will be answered. Okay. Retailer is a small seller who buys things from wholesaler. That is absolutely right. Wholesaler and distributor are the same. Yes, they can be called as same as well, right? They can be called as same. Retailers and distributors can be the same person, are almost the same person. Okay, cool. Now let us understand domains of BCK. Domains kya ho? Who will explain that to me? Okay, what is domain? When I say that there are 3 domains of BCK, business and commercial knowledge के 3 domains होते हैं. Domain क्या होता है? What is domain? Who will help me in understanding what is a domain? Trader is a retailer, that is right. What is a domain? When I say BCK has 3 domains: characteristics, sectors, scope. Okay, what else? What is a domain? So 3 domains of BCK. Objective, areas, knowledge, working area, main areas, parts, right? Features. Domain means scope of BCK. That's right. Okay. What else? Domain means area, characteristics, knowledge, working area, features. Super. I think the most closest, all these answers are almost right. Okay. All these answers, domain can be used for all these areas like area, specific area, special area. But the closest ones are like features and characteristics. Okay. The domains of BCK essentially, we will talk about the characteristics and features of BCK. Okay. Business and commercial knowledge की features क्या है, characteristics क्या होते हैं. Let us quickly understand. Okay. Let us quickly. spheres of knowledge, dimensions, features, working areas, important areas, right? Main areas. Awesome. Now this is basically domain, the features and characteristics of BCK. There are three domains and characteristics of BCK. Number one, BCK is vast. Okay. Number two, BCK is eclectic. इतना tough word आ गया. What is eclectic? इतनी ज़्यादा English, right? Yes, you have to learn. You have to start learning tough English words, right? Because this is how you will actually perform well in examinations. Per se, if you're going for a job as well, these things are needed, right? It's harsh truth, right? You need good English, you need good presentation to be able to like get to good places or get better opportunities, right? Harsh truth hai, to karna padega. So BCK is vast, BCK is eclectic. Eclectic kya hota hai? We'll study that. Eclectic means multidisciplinary. ये तो टफ को और टफ बना दिया. एक्लेक्टिक तो समझ आ नहीं रहा था, वरना मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी बना दिया आपने. ठीक है, विल कम टू दैट इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. बीसीके इज एवर इवॉल्विंग एंड एक्सपैंडिंग, बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, राइट? बिजनेस एंड कमर्शियल नॉलेज इज वास्ट. Business and commercial knowledge is eclectic. That means it's multidisciplinary. समझेंगे, कंफ्यूज मत हो. BCK is ever evolving and expanding. It is expanding every single day. It is getting bigger. It is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? What does this actually mean? What does all these three things actually mean? Okay. BCK is vast. Now think about this, okay? Now think about this. I want you to answer. What all places, okay? What all places can you go for shopping? Okay? Answer my question quickly. कौन सी जगहों पे जाके आप शॉपिंग कर सकते हैं? Which all places can you go for shopping? Tell me. Which all places can you go for shopping? Let's say you have to go for shopping of clothes. कपड़े खरीदने आपको. You want to buy clothes. Where can you buy clothes? Right? Awesome, Viresh. Awesome. I'm happy these sessions help you and they're helping you. Bibu, awesome. Having a relationship with other subjects, we'll come to that. That's the next slide, but the answer is right. The question right now is, Priyanka, domains means features. उसकी अलग-अलग areas, वो किस उसकी क्या-क्या खासियत है, उसकी क्या-क्या features हैं, right? That is called domain. उसकी क्या-क्या different प्रकार हैं, उसकी क्या चीजें हैं उससे related. Okay, that is what domains are. Okay, the answers where you can buy clothes from: malls, online shopping, e-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho, right? Then you can go to mall, you can go to market, you can go to local markets, you can go to retail shops, you can go to small markets, you can go to brand outlets. ठीक है, H&M जा सकते हो, Zara जा सकते हो, स्मॉल आप किसी और ब्रांड में जा सकते हो, रिलायंस ट्रेंड्स, बिग बाजार, फैशन बाजार, राइट? शोरूम, डी मार्ट में जा सकते हो. डी मार्ट इज exceptional, super good place to shop, like great stuff, right? Smart bazaars are there, malls hai, shops hai, online places hai. Exactly. Company showrooms, markets, shops, online stores, bazaars, marketplace, right? You can go to online company stores, bazaar, shopping mall, online shopping. Absolutely. All of you are telling the same thing, right? You have Marwadi Wall. What is Marwadi Wall? That's something that you have, right? Online or malls, clothes markets. Exactly. Now think about this. Business and commercial knowledge is vast. कपड़े खरीदने के इतने options हैं, right? Similarly, you have so many options to buy fruits. You want to buy vegetables. You want to buy atta, chawal, dal, tel. You want to buy oil. You want to buy daily grocery stuff, right? You can go to you can go to a mall. You can go to a branded store. You can go to local market. A person might come to your place, a street hawker, on their ready or on their stall. They might be going through the road. You can buy stuff from them. There are big showrooms. There are big fancy stores where you can buy imported fruits and vegetables. It's vast, right? It is super huge. Business and commercial knowledge is extremely vast. This is what we are saying. This is what its number one feature or characteristic is. बहुत बड़ी चीज है, right? It's not a small thing. It's a very vast thing. Okay. Number two, it is eclectic. It is multidisciplinary. Okay. Now think about this. A question to you again. A question to you, every one of you. Think yourself as a business person. Think yourself as a small business owner. Okay. As a small business owner, you are doing business. Okay. Very carefully understand what I'm saying. You are doing a business. Okay. You are doing a business. You are a small business owner. What all things you will have to take care of? Open-ended question. Okay. It's an open-ended question. You are a small business owner. आप एक छोटा सा आपका धंधा है, आपकी एक दुकान है, you have a small business, you are the business owner, you have a boutique, a parlor, a small bakery, a small shop, a small nail art studio, कुछ भी है आपका. What all things will you be concerned about? किस किस चीज का ध्यान रखोगे? What all areas will you focus on? As a business owner, which all areas will you focus on? Slide mat pado. Think from yourself. Think from your own brain. Think about a small business owner. कि what all areas do they focus on? क्या क्या काम करना पड़ता है उनको? Answer me. What all areas? Competitive pricing, selecting stock, right? Then you have then you have to go to different markets, always increasing profits, concerned about money, concerned about human resources, that is hiring the right people. If you have a boutique, you need to have the right set of skilled tailors for your business, right? Good salesperson, cash flow, attracting new customers, marketing, right? Finance. Then you will have to take care of advertising, stocks, this, that, XYZ. बाप रे कितना कुछ करना पड़ेगा, right? Every dimension, to keep sales high, to expand your business, to make profits, not lose money. Look at different what are things happening. Taxation, tax भी आपको खुद करना पड़ेगा, right? Tax पे भी ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. GST invoicing, GST काटना पड़ेगा, tax भरना पड़ेगा. Supplies, stock maintain करना पड़ेगा. आपको logistics, you have to get deliveries of raw materials. You have to send someone to deliver your product to the customer's house. Right, you will have sales return. लोग कहेंगे माल पसंद नहीं आया, सामान वापस ले जाओ. After sales services, labor, employee, implementation of good offer, right? Absolutely, number of employees, like getting money from the banks, profit, supply stocks. Exactly, that is what we are saying. BCK is eclectic. It is multidisciplinary. It is not just about business. Business and commercial knowledge is a sangam. It's a collation. It's a mixture. It's a khichdi. It's dal bati churma of every different subject, right? It's a bharta of all the subjects. You talk about marketing, finance, human behavior, economics, ethics, operations, stock, advertising, this, that. दुनिया भर की चीजें बीसीके के अंदर आ जाती हैं, right? It's a multidisciplinary subject. It's a multidisciplinary thing. It is eclectic. Eclectic का मतलब है it is a mixture of a lot of things. It's a mixture of a lot of things. It is eclectic. It is multidisciplinary. It is a mixture of a lot of related subjects. BCK, business and commercial knowledge, is a mixture of a lot of other subjects that you guys only answered. मैंने तो आपको समझाया नहीं, but आपको खुद पता था, right? All these things a particular business owner has to do themselves, and that is why it is multidisciplinary. Simple, solve हो गया, समझ आ गया, और क्या चाहिए लाइफ में? It's a biryani. ये देखो, I just told खिचड़ी भरता, लोगों को भूख लग गई. People are coming with biryani. It is, sir, it is what somebody has eaten छोले भटूरे. गजब है भाई, बढ़िया. Weekend है, like you can enjoy all these things for your lunch. और चूरमा ले लो. Like people are getting excited about food items now. बॉस थोड़ा पढ़ाई पे ध्यान दे लेते हैं, right? Share will go in which domain? It would go in multidisciplinary only, right? It is like stock market or share market, which is covered under finance, right? Share will be covered under finance, share price वगैरह. So if you're thinking from that perspective, ये देखो finance में चला जाए. Cool. Eclectic means mixed. Absolutely, yes. It's a mixture. Not a mix, but more like a mixture. Okay. What is ethics? Surya, what is ethics? आप चोरी नहीं करोगे, that is your ethics. You will not give bribes, that is your ethics. You will not beat anyone, you will not fight with anyone, that is your ethics. That means your principles, your values, your value system, right? That is ethics. Okay, it's an all-rounder. You can say eclectic is an all-rounder. Jadeja is eclectic. Hardik Pandya is eclectic. बोल सकते हैं. Good bowler, good batsman, good fielder, good captain. Maybe eclectic. Cool. At that time, we have to eat only healthy things. So Lakshita is very diet conscious. Lakshita, this is not the age to be diet conscious. I think you should eat everything. मैं तो सब कुछ खाता हूँ. I everything possible on earth junk is in my stomach. Okay, that is how I live. Might not seem from my face, but I eat a lot of junk. Cool. Let's go to the third domain, the third characteristic, and the last characteristic, which is ever evolving and expanding. You got Dhoni is eclectic. Yeah, the Dhoni fandom. I knew somebody would come and say Dhoni, right? I knew some people would come and say that. Cool. Absolutely, Samir. You have studied. So BCK is basically जो business studies 11, 12 में पढ़ा था. Business studies की those moti books you remember CBSC or if you're done ICSC, they were like business studies. Was what a beautiful subject, right? This is the extension. Messi is not eclectic, actually. He's not a good defender. But okay, cool. Coming to the third domain, which is BCK is ever evolving and expanding. The question to you again, you will only answer because it is all common sense. It is all common sense. It is ever evolving and expanding. Why? You tell me. Absolutely, Rakesh. Not using unfair means is ethics. Super. I wish we all follow that. None of us do, but okay. Ekta's favorite subject was BSc in 12th. Ekta, you are a goddess. I was so scared. मैं तो रट्टा मार के जाता था. Later, I understood it was an easy subject, but during exams, I too used to maro full ratta and then go to exams. I'm not an excellent student, but okay. But the question is, why do you think BCK is ever expanding? It is ever evolving. क्यों है ऐसा? Why do you think I would say BCK is ever evolving and expanding? Your comments are visible, Ustad. I can see your comments for sure. I can see all the comments who are typing. Am I missing something, Ustad? You have asked any questions? Probably type again. I'll be happy to answer. It's ever changing because the world keeps changing. Awesome. Right? Sakshi used to hate that subject. Sakshi, I hope you like BCK and SM because I'm teaching that. Thank you. Right? Okay, so change is the only constant. Bansuri, like Bansuri, you call it Bansuri, that I call you Bansuri. Then if it's Bansuri, then like correct me. But change is the only constant. Okay, Gandhiji, right? Gandhiji ka dialogue hai, change is the only constant. Because world is developing every day, some new concepts are originated. Yes, Gurudev, that is right. Because of increase in innovations, thanks to Elon Musk, right? Thanks to our rocketry movie telling us what innovation is. Because of changes in technology, because of technology keeps changing, people keep changing, the lifestyle keeps changing, people are becoming more affluent. लोगों के पास ज़्यादा पैसा आ रहा है. A lot more people are going to foreign to, like earlier, like when you were in school, probably when you were in first or second standard, you would have not seen so many people going to Europe tour or America or Asian countries. Abhi Instagram pe jao, every third person is going to Europe because people are making money. India is becoming a more developed nation, right? It's developing faster. So things are changing in the country, right? Things are changing across the globe, right? So that is why it is ever changing. And similarly, changing every time, expanding new ideas, new people, new concepts, dynamic in nature, dynamic environment, world is changing, technology is changing, people are changing. Kuch log are getting very emotional, thinking people are changing, don't cry, right? 7 billion people, you'll find another one. People are changing, don't worry, don't cry for people, okay? Cool. Emotional हो गए यार लोग तो. People are changing. Cool. Don't worry. 7 billion people and almost 3.5 billion boys and 3.5 billion girls. So don't worry. You have enough opportunity. Cool. So it is ever evolving. It is ever expanding. भाई सब कुछ बदल रहा है आपके आसपास, right? Everything is changing in the surroundings. So business and the commerce, the way things happen, will also have to change, right? People who were selling things on shops are now selling things online on Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho. People who were first sending letters are now writing mails. Your parents, my parents, right? Our parents are now sending us videos on WhatsApp. They used to have landline. अभी वो technology में आ गए हैं. Things are changing. Touch screen use कर रहे हैं. Your and my parents are using big phones with 6-inch screens, touch screen. They're using touch screens like anything, right? Technology is changing. People around are adapting to things. And that is why business and commercial knowledge is also ever evolving and expanding, right? If you change with time, you become successful. If you become stagnant, you will be pushed out of business and you will not be a successful business, right? The more people make money, the more innovative things they want. Absolutely. Coming from Apple, Nitya, you're looking, I think you're like coming from Apple's, those taglines, right? Sudhanshu also changed. Sudhanshu ज़्यादा emotional नहीं होना है, right? Sudhanshu saying, I have also changed for someone. कोई बात नहीं. It's okay. Gautam Adani is the second richest person in the world after Elon Musk. Samir, that will keep changing. अगले दिन share आधा हो जाएगा, 10th richest हो जाएगा. These lists are only moving every day, right? What is a BPO, Keshav? BPO, Google करके देखना. It's business process outsourcing. It's a homework for you if you don't know that. Go and after this session, अभी मत करना Google, ठीक है? Go and understand what a BPO is, what a KPO is. What there are BPOs, KPOs, which is business process outsourcing, knowledge process outsourcing. पढ़ना इसके बारे में मजेदार चीज है. Okay, cool. Cash on delivery, right? In COVID, door-to-door services now changed to online. Everything moved to online in COVID, right? Work from home शुरू हो गया. Things are changing. The business will also have to change. So 3 domains of BCK, ever expanding, right? It is eclectic and number 1, it is vast. बहुत बड़ा है, right? It has a lot of things. Oh, it's not an Apple thing, as I said, Apple thing. Cool. B2B, buyer to buyer, nahi, business to business. Okay. B2B is business to business. B2C is business to consumer, right? 24/7 to pata hi hai. Cool. Let's go to the next question on your screen. There's a question on the screen. D2C, direct to customer, right? That is also starting. अगर आपने Shark Tank देखा है तो you understand all these terms, right? In future world will adopt AI and bots, so BCK will also evolve, right? Probably in 10 years you will have a bot instead of me. यहाँ पे you will have some like a robot teaching you things and not me, a human teaching you things. Might be possible, right? A robot will come and teach you things and you'll be like, अबे चल क्या पढ़ा रहा है, right? You're going to teach us humans. There's a question on the screen meanwhile. Okay, I have answers also. Majority of you are saying B, option number B, beer and bull, beer and bull. Let's see. Waiting for another 10 seconds. Quickly answer the question that is on the screen. B. Scam 1992 has taught you basic things. Excellent show. One of my favorite shows, right? Scam 1992, Harshad Mehta story. Fantastic web series, right? I started watching that at 8 p.m. in night and I kept watching all the episodes. सुबह के 7 बज गए मुझे, but I kept watching that. It's so fantastic. I took breaks इसीलिए 7 बजे. But probably if you have seen that or if you follow share markets, if you're interested in share markets, you know the answer, right? 99% of you have given the right answer, which is beer and bull. People who are pessimist means negative सोचते हैं कि यार मार्केट डूब जाएगी, देश खत्म हो जाएगा, कल बर्बाद हो जाएंगे, पैसे नहीं बनेंगे. Those are beers. That means they are pessimists. They think negatively. bulls are optimistic, who are always thinking market double हो जाएगी. Be above that, they're the Akshay Kumar of Hera Fairy. Okay, bull is an Akshay Kumar of Hera Fairy. 21 दिन में पैसा डबल. That is bull. That is optimistic. You're always positive कि अरे आज पैसा लगाओ, तुम्हारे 21 दिन में पैसा डबल कर देंगे. That is a bull. They're called bull in share market. Optimistic people, right? Cool. Let's go to the next topic quickly. The question to all of you who are asking, यार why do I have to study BCK? क्यों पढ़ा रहे हो मुझे BCK? जरूरत क्या है सब्जेक्ट की as a chartered accountant? Why do I have to study this? Right? Okay. Now think yourself not as an 18, 19-year-old kid. Okay. If you stop thinking yourself as an 18, 19-year-old kid and you start thinking yourself as a 40-year-old CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, the head of the business of a huge MNC or an Indian company, a huge startup, एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी के आप फाइनेंस हेड हो, you are into a practice, you are the biggest consultant in India as a chartered accountant, you're the biggest business consultant, right? If you have seen those bada business, like there's this person on YouTube, I don't remember the name, some doctor, he has this bada business consultant, right? Now you are in that position, right? Unless you understand the business, unless you understand inventory, understand the environment, unless you understand bhaiya business hota kya hai, how are you going to decide things for that business? How are you going to provide your service as a chartered accountant? How are you going to impart your expertise as a chartered accountant, as a CA, as a business consultant, not just a CA? Think yourself as a business owner, as a business consultant, as a practitioner, as a CFO, as the finance head, as the vice president finance of a big company. Let's say Wipro, let's say Infosys, let's say big company like a Zomato or a Cred, right? बहुत बड़ी companies के आप finance officer हैं, you are the head of finance. धंधा समझना पड़ेगा, right? And this is someone wrote that name, Vivek Bindra, right? Everyone knows Vivek Bindra. Yeah? Please watch my sessions also. You're making him famous. मेरे को भी थोड़ा famous कर दो, right? Cool. So that's a joke, right? So why this subject or this particular thing is important for chartered accountants is to make a base. ये पूरे 6 chapters में you will start understanding कि अच्छा ऐसे पैसे कमाते हैं, ऐसे business होता है. This is what a business is. This is what an organization is. This is what a structure is. ये environment है. This is how businesses plan their strategies. बहुत मजा आएगा. बहुत मजा आएगा. I'll give you some classic examples. I'll give you real life examples of how businesses work. I'll give you examples from my experience working as a chartered accountant, right? In different industries. I worked in different industries. I can tell you how businesses work. It's super interesting. बहुत मजा आता है, right? So this is why it is important. This is why it is important to study BCK. Exam को 10 अभी whenever you're on weekend 11 to 1 एग्जाम को भूल जाएंगे. एग्जाम के बारे में नहीं सोचना है मुझे, राइट? मार्क्स आ जाएंगे. द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज इट इज सो इंटरेस्टिंग, राइट? इंटरेस्टिंग यार, इतना बड़ा बिजनेस चलता कैसे है? हाउ आर पीपल क्रिएटिंग बिजनेस? हाउ आर पीपल मेकिंग मिलियंस एंड बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स? Isn't that interesting, right? Isn't that so good to read about things? How are people doing that, right? I think that interests me a lot. I'm really fascinated about how people start from the beginning to make such huge companies. And I think that is where BCK comes into picture to help us create a foundation. Sub answers nahi dega, but एक foundation bana. Cool. That's a joke, Smriti. The chances of you becoming a chartered accountant is 100%. ऐसा इच्छा लेके तो चलना चाहिए. At least you should be confident about that set, right? Keshav will come to my personal questions at the end of the sessions. We will always keep 5 minutes at the end of the session, open question and answer. कुछ भी पूछना है पूछना. If I can answer, I'll answer. If I don't want to answer, I won't answer. And I'll tell you I'm not answering this. ठीक है? People come and ask me, sir, when are you getting married? भाई पढ़ लो थोड़ा सा. मेरी शादी करा रहे हैं आप लोग, right? Perfect. Priyanka, English perfect hona is not that important per se, but it should be readable, right? Your English does not need to be Shakespeare English. You do not have to be British enough to write English. You should know basic English, which you know, right? Which you essentially will know, and you have known, you have read. You're reading all this in English only, right? So it is this. You know English, so be confident around it. Cool. Okay, let's go to the next topic. This is what a lot of you had on question कि भाई क्यों पढ़ना है मुझे? Why do I have to study? Right. Another thing is, if you look at international relations also, right? One of my favorite topics is, it's not just about businesses, but about how international relations impact businesses, every single business. Okay. Now, China से relation खराब है, or relations are not good with Afghanistan or Pakistan. So if you know, Afghanistan is the biggest exporter of dry fruits and your kesar, right? The kaju, badam, all these kishmish, right? The figs, right? Figs aati hain, apricot aata hai. Afghanistan is the world's biggest exporter of dry fruits. But our country's relations are not good with Afghanistan. Most of the country's relations are not good with Afghanistan because they have Taliban. They had Taliban there. Now Taliban is the government in Afghanistan. So what is happening? For a business, now think about this. I am Mr. Gupta. Think about me. I am Mr. Gupta. I'm somewhere in Sadar Bazaar. Every city has a Sadar Bazaar or a new market or Gandhi market. Think about, I am a trader. I'm a dry fruit shop trader. Okay? I am a dry fruits trader in some new market, Sadar Bazaar or a Gandhi market, whatever is there in your city, right? I am a small shopkeeper of dry fruits there. Abhi, I used to get my dry fruits, like dates are also there, right? Dates, akhroat, all these dry fruits. That you're right. Now, all these things I used to get from a wholesaler. I am a small retailer in some small market. Let's talk about Kanpur only. Okay? Let's take an example of Kanpur. I am a small trader in Kanpur ki some market, Gandhi market or Bada Bazaar, whatever it is. I am getting my dry fruits from a wholesaler. Wholesaler is somewhere in Punjab क्योंकि उसको अफगानिस्तान से पास पड़ता है, right? So अफगानिस्तान से export पंजाब में आता है. From Punjab they send big trucks to across India, and I am a small shopkeeper in Kanpur who gets my supplies from Punjab. Now India's relations are not good with Afghanistan. That means India said we will not take any imports from Afghanistan. We don't want to do business with Afghanistan. Indian government says we don't want to do any business with Afghanistan. मेरा तो business ही चौपट हो गया. As a small business owner, रातों रात, overnight, my business comes to a stagnation. My business starts to fall, right? My only source of raw material, what I trade in, वो अफगानिस्तान से आएगा ही नहीं. What will I do? I will figure out और कहाँ से आ सकता है. So now all these people in the dry fruit market will figure out कि चलो ठीक है टर्की से ले आते हैं, but it is costly. अब टर्की में भी dry fruit है. Let us import dry fruit from Turkey. Let us import dry fruit from China. China से भी relation खराब है, China से नहीं मंगा सकते. चलो टर्की से मंगा लेते हैं. चलो इंडोनेशिया से मंगा लेते हैं, right? They start, but the cost will inflate now. Turkey is costly. Indonesia is costlier than Afghanistan. So prices बढ़ जाएंगे. When your prices increase, your customers might not buy as much quantity. If your customers were buying 1 kg from you, 1 kg badam or 1 kg kaju, which were like 700, 800 rupees, now because you're getting from Turkey, they have become 1700 rupees. For 1 kg, Afghanistan was 700, 800. Now Turkey wala is 1700. For a small business, understanding the external environment is so important, right? I'm giving you live examples. I'm giving you, this is what happens every day, right? It is not just in book. Daily activity hai logon ki. This is what is happening in the markets, right? Dollar price बढ़ गया, तेल का price बढ़ गया. It is impacting everyone because if the oil price increases, the cost of transportation increases. When the cost of transportation increases, the prices increase. When the prices increase, customers buy less. Your cost is increasing, your sales is falling. As a business, it is a difficult position, right? Sudhanshu is saying he will personally go to Afghanistan and buy. सुधांशु, either you're Tiger Shroff or you're Vidyut Jamwal, तो आप जा सकते. If you're common man like us, तो आप नहीं जा सकते. ठीक है? Cool. अच्छा, यू कैन गिव फाउंडेशन इन हिंदी. आई थिंक आप हिंदी में दे सकते हैं, बट उसके लिए आपका पूरा फिर सब कुछ हिंदी में होगा, राइट? यू विल हैव द बुक्स इन हिंदी मीडियम, यू विल हैव टू स्टडी इन हिंदी मीडियम. Probably I will say कि if you have any doubts, Asha, right? I will try to cover as much in English. If you do not understand anything, ask me in Hindi. I will do that for you. Okay? I can assure you, I will explain the concepts in Hindi as well. But सारे नहीं कर पाऊंगा. जहाँ पे आपको दिक्कत होगी वहाँ पे मैं हिंदी में समझाऊंगा. Okay? Cool. What are nuances of business? Nuances means issues, problems, right? That is nuances. Cool. Let's go to understand. Now, when I talk about business, for the last 1 hour, I'm talking about business, business work, latram patram. I'm talking about everything business, right? But let us step a little back. थोड़ा सा पीछे जाते हैं, right? Business is a form of economic activity, right? Business is a form of economic activity. थोड़ा सा एक step back पीछे लेते हैं to understand human activities, okay? Now, human activities are divided into two things. First is economic activity, and the second is non-economic activity. Economic activity simple है, जो कि पैसे के लिए की जाए, which is done for profits, which is driven by profits, which is driven to make money. That is economic activity. A human activity done to make money is called an economic activity. And a human activity not done to just make money, done because you want to do that, because you want to care for others, because you want to care for yourself. आप अपनी खुशी के लिए कर रहे हो, आप दूसरों की खुशी के लिए कर रहे हो. You're doing it for someone else just out of care, out of respect, out of humanity, out of like whatever. Your motive is not to make money from that. That is non-economic activity. And when your motive from any activity is to make money, that is an economic activity. Right? Absolutely. Ustad is saying कि सुधांशु को तो प्लेन पे ही लटका देंगे अफगानिस्तान, प्लेन से लटक के जाए, राइट? सूर्य, आई थिंक 2 hours की क्लास में ब्रेक क्यों चाहिए यार? 2 घंटा हम लोग टीवी भी तो देख लेते हैं, राइट? And I'm speaking for 2 hours. I am okay in speaking for 2 hours. I don't think you guys need a break, or I need a break for 5-10 minutes. You want to go to washroom, you can go and come back. कुछ मिस नहीं होगा, right? That is fine. लैपटॉप फोन लेके चले जाओ. We are not able to see you, right? चले जाओ, हमें क्या ही पता चलेगा. Like human welfare, donations, these are non-economic. That is right. Economic activity includes all monetary transactions. Yes. Non-economic can be social service. Yes. Is BCom mandatory for CA? ये economic non-economic में कैसा question आएगा, right? BCom is mandatory. You can skip. Your choice. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You can skip also. Okay. I'll answer anyway. Russia and Ukraine war impact affect fuel prices. Russia is the largest wheat exporter, also affects wheat price. True. That is right. That is happening. Right? No break needed. Awesome. Awesome. That is good. मजा आ रहा है क्या होता है? क्लास चल रही है, मैं कोई भजन थोड़ी ना कर रहा हूँ. People saying मजा आ रहा है. Okay, so what is altruism? Altruism means care for others. ये देखो, यहाँ पे I've written care for others is called altruism. That means things done out of love, out of respect, out of humanity, out of ichha, out of prem for others is called altruism. It's called altruism. Right? Cool, you're not taking a break. Anyone who wants a break, अपना phone, laptop लेके break ले लो. Right? Start walking, go outside wherever you are. Right? चलेगा. India just banned rice export and poor African countries are about to suffer. International relations, right? That is right. It might impact because you have to be self-sufficient as well. India में 150 करोड़ लोग हो गए. 150 करोड़ Indian. You have to feed them first before feeding any other country, right? अपनी भी तो खुद की problem है. We Indians are just like giving like birth rate like anything. ऐसे बच्चे factory की तरह निकल रहे हैं. Okay. Awesome, Surya. Awesome. If you can sit in place for 2 hours, we're not expecting you to sit in one place. Okay, you can lie down, you can walk. That's okay. I'm okay with it. As long as you are having good time in the sessions and you are getting new things to learn, I'm okay with it. However you study. Okay. Awesome. Langar, right? Thanks, Smriti. Thank you so much. Langar is non-economic. What is the meaning of dichotomize? ये इतना ये कि साइंस का वर्ड ये कि बायोलॉजी का वर्ड पूछ लिया आपने अक्षता. What is dichotomize? How is this, where is this coming from? पहले ये बताओ मुझे. Right? Okay. Super, super, super. साहिल सिंह मेरे को मराठी अब ये भाई. All these questions last 5 minutes of the class. Okay. I'll entertain all these questions, but let's not break the flow of people who want to study. Okay. Last 5 minutes. सब ये जितने भी ऊट पटांग क्वेश्चन है आंसर. Cool. So human activities are economic and non-economic. So economic is driven by profits. Non-economic is something which is not driven by money, not driven by profits, which is done because you feel good about it, right? Altruism means you feel good about doing something, taking care of others. That is altruism. Okay. Question on your screen, right? Question on economic activities related with financial transaction, non-economic activities done with the purpose of love, care. That is right. The sole solution to all problems is decrease in population. Happy to know that, Mandeep. I hope you keep that thinking for the next 10 years, right? Okay, is it written on page 1.7? I'll go there, Lakshadep, but a tough word I probably easily skipped as well. I'm being honest, right? Some words are really tough. Okay, what is the meaning of dilemma? Dilemma means confusion. ये मुझे आता है. Dilemma means confusion. Okay, super. Now, what I'll do is let's go and start ticking. Okay, I'll just say food stall is economic or non-economic. Fatafat say start giving me answers. Food stall, is it economic activity or non-economic activity? Economic activity is also called business activity. It can be. But आगे पढ़ेंगे economic activity के 3 parts. पढ़ेंगे अभी. Confuse हो जाओगे वरना. Okay, food stall is economic or non-economic. लक्ष्यता गूगल कर लो यार डायकोटॉमी और मुझे भी बता दो क्या होता है. Probably I don't know that. Honestly, I'm being honest, right? Okay, the first one is economic. That is what everyone is saying. That is the right answer. Number 2 पे आते हैं. Let's go to number 2. Tree plantation drive by college students. Tree plantation drive by college students. Economic and non-economic. Tree plantation drive by college students. Economic and non-economic. फटाफट से tell me. Is it economic? Is it economic or is it non-economic? Tree plantation, non-economic. Super. Third one, sewing factory. Silai. Sewing is silai karna, right? You do that knitting and silai, kapde silna. That is sewing factory. Is it economic or non-economic? Sewing factory is economic. No one wants a break. That is right, Nikhil. I'm so happy no one wants a break. That's an achievement for me. Cool. Sewing factory, economic or non-economic? Awesome. Majority of you again saying economic. That is right. Sewing factory is economic. I'll wait for another 5 seconds. Sewing factory, economic. Super. That is what all of you are saying. Okay, let me just refresh. Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Langar at a Gurudwara. Langar at a Gurudwara. What is it? Is it economic or non-economic? Langar at a Gurudwara. It is economic or non-economic? What is it? Is it economic? Is it non-economic? कन्हैया थोड़ा स्लो. अभी आ रहे हैं उस पे आ रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट पे आ रहे हैं. Langar at a Gurudwara. Majority saying non-economic, which is non-economic. Super. Mother cooking food. Mother cooking food again. Mother cooking food. Non-economic. लोग पहले ही लिख रहे हैं. ठीक है. E is also non-economic. Super. That is what people are writing. E हो गया answer. Let's go to the next one. Rickshaw puller. Rickshaw puller. Economic activity कर रहा है, non-economic activity कर रहा है. Rickshaw puller. Economic, non-economic. What is it? Is it economic or is it non-economic? Rickshaw puller. It's rickshaw puller, economic or non-economic? Why I'm talking like a French, right? French accent क्यों आ गया मेरा बात करते? Probably shows I'm very excited for this session. केशव का गुड मॉर्निंग अब आ रहा है. केशव, you woke up at 12:10. घर में did you not get a slap from your parents? मेरे को तो 8 बजे थप्पड़ पड़ जाता है नहीं उठने में. Rickshaw puller, economic, awesome. Cement factory. Let's go to the next one. Cement factory. फटाफट से चलते हैं. Cement factory. फटाफट से चलते हैं सीमेंट फैक्ट्री की ओर. What is cement factory? Cement factory is economic. What is a fruits wholesaler? Okay, majority have also written H. Economic, H economic. Slow कर दूँ क्या मैं? ठीक है. H is economic. You understand the concept. You know the concept. You guys are absolutely right. Smart group of people. You know all the answers. I don't know why I'm taking these sessions, right? एकदम ही super smart group of people. So you understand what is economic and non-economic. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. अब आगे चलते हैं to understand some characteristics of economic activities. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा technical हो जाएंगे. Let's get into a little technicality of the subject. Let's get into. अभी तक बहुत easy लग रहा था. अब थोड़ा सा tough होना शुरू हो जाए. Right? It seemed a little easy. Langar at a Gurdwara, Rafika, it's free food in Gurdwara, which is a holy place for Sikh community, right? The free food that you get in temples, in like Gurdwaras, all these places, right? The free food that you get outside holy places or inside holy places, that is called langar there. Okay, cool. Let's get into characteristics of economic activities. भैया characteristics क्या है economic activities की? Right, थोड़ा सा technical हो जाएंगे समझने के लिए कि economic activities क्या होती हैं. And here we go. Number 1, economic activities are income generating. Economic activities are income generating. Okay, monetary and non-monetary. यार ये क्या आप अभी आपने बोला economic activities are related to money. Now you're saying economic activities are income generating which also involves non-monetary. ऐसे कैसे possible? ये क्या मतलब confuse क्यों कर रहे? Okay, think about this. Let me say I will give you a head massage. Okay, I will give you a head massage if you give me food. मुझे आप अगर समोसे खिलाओगे मैं आपको हेड मसाज दूंगा. Is this economic activity? Question to you guys is, if you feed me samosas, समोसे तो सबको पता है, right? Samosa, everyone knows samosa. If someone doesn't know samosa, कोई और example देते हैं. छोले भटूरे, कचौड़ी, bread pakoda, you know these things, right? Samosa रखते हैं. If you feed me samosa, I will give you a head massage. Is this economic activity? क्या ये economic activity है दोस्त? Yes, it is economic activity. No, it is not economic activity. Yes. No. Yes. आधे लोग कह रहे हैं yes, आधे लोग कह रहे हैं no. The correct answer it is yes. It is a barter system, right? It is done for something in exchange. When we talk about economic activities, it is done for some gain. किसी प्रकार का फायदा हो जाए, उसके लिए कोई काम करो. If you do something to gain something in return with an expectation of gaining or getting something in return, that is economic activity. It can be money, it can not be money. कुछ और भी हो सकता है, right? It can be money, it cannot be money. So economic activities are income generating, which can be monetary and non-monetary. It can be both. Okay, it can be both. It can easily be both. Number two, number one हो गया. Number two, economic activities are productive. Economic activities are productive. मतलब, this means they form the supply side of economy. यार और confused कर रहे हो. Economic activities are productive. They are the supply side of economy. That means what? That means what? This simply means economic activity से कुछ generate होता है, right? Economic activities are productive. That means some product or some service is generated because of economic activity. Because of economic activity, some kind of service or a product is generated. कुछ ना कुछ नया बनता है, कुछ ना कुछ प्रोडक्ट बनता है. They create products and services. Economic activities create products and services. Be it anything, think about anything. कहीं ना कहीं से it has started, right? Economic activities की वजह से ही supply होती है, supply side of the economy. If you want to buy something, you cannot buy unless it is created or generated, right? Unless it is created, आप खरीदोगे कैसे? खरीदने के लिए उसको generate, उसको बनना पड़ेगा, उसको बनाना पड़ेगा. And that is the supply side of economy. So economic activities are productive. They are the supply side of the economy. They create products and service. Now, when something is produced, it is also bought, it is consumed. So number three, economic activities promote consumption. They are also the demand side. They also create the demand side of economy. They also create the demand side of economy. I will give you an example. आज से, right? The subsistence production, is subsistence production an economic activity? Yes, why not? Okay. It produces something. Yes, it's not generating, it's fulfilling a satisfaction. That is right. What is nomadic pastures? Arshdeep, nomadic pastures means like tribal people जो जंगलों में घूमते हैं, hunting करते हैं. Those are nomadic pastures जो भेड़ बकरी चरा रहे हैं. Okay, those are nomadic pastures. Demand side of economy क्या है? What is demand side of economy? That means people who are consuming. Now it is promoting consumption. आज से 10 साल पहले, 15 साल पहले, 10-15 years back, when you were a kid, I was also a kid. ठीक है? अब मेरे को बुजुर्ग बना देंगे अभी. When 10-15 years back, when all of us were kids, right, including me, we had this Domino's thing come, and Domino's ने बोला 30 minutes में pizza ले लो, वरना pizza free. Right? You remember there was this like the ad by Paresh Rawal, right? So Tanana din pizza is free. If you remember that ad, particularly that economic activity, that company was creating demand for people, right? लोगों को pizza की demand create करते थे. We Indians did not know what pizza is. We never ate pizza, right? The masses never ate pizza. Now Domino's, Pizza Hut, they came into India and they created demand. They were doing an economic activity, and that was creating a demand for a new product in the economy in the country, right? Pizza बेच रहे लोगों को, McDonald's आया, burger बेच रहे लोगों को, right? They're creating demand. हमें तो जरूरत नहीं थी. Like you and me did not need a McDonald's burger, right? But वो आया and they created demand. उन्होंने इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की हमारे कंट्री में टू क्रिएट अ डिमांड. दे वर क्रिएटिंग डिमांड थ्रू देयर प्रोडक्ट बिकॉज दे वर डूइंग एन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी, बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू डू एन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी इन आवर कंट्री. दे वर क्रिएटिंग डिमांड फॉर समथिंग. जब हमारे पास बटन वाला फोन था, द कंपनीज क्रिएटेड अ डिमांड फॉर टच स्क्रीन. अब टच स्क्रीन फोन आ गए, दे क्रिएटिंग अ डिमांड फॉर गुड कैमरा फोन्स. सो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज क्रिएटिंग डिमांड. डिमांड के ऊपर डिमांड बनती है. हमें जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? यू एंड वी डोंट नीड अ सुपर कैमरा फोन. मैं कोई फोटोग्राफर थोड़ी ना, राइट? नॉर आई एम एन इंस्टाग्राम मॉडल, राइट? व्हाई डू आई नीड अ गुड कैमरा? बट But companies are creating demand. They're saying, "Up camera लो इतना superb camera, 20,000 का phone, 30,000 का phone, 70,000 का phone, 1 लाख रुपए का phone." They're creating demand, and that is economic activity. That is economic activity, right? Number 4, economic activities add to savings, investment, and wealth. Simple logic है दोस्त. Okay, simple logic hai. We're coming to that. What is disposable income? Finally, when economic activity happens, जब economic activity होगी, there will be employment. More people will have jobs. More people will have jobs. That means more people will make money. More people will make money. Means they will save more, they will spend more, they will invest more, they will create wealth for themselves, right? अपना घर बनाएंगे, गाड़ी खरीदेंगे, इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे, एफडी खोलेंगे, बैंक में पैसे डालेंगे. They will save money, they will invest money, they will create wealth for themselves. इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की वजह से ही ये सब होता है. Now during COVID, when there was the lockdown in March in COVID 2021, when there was a lockdown, right? 2020, 2021, इतना बड़ा लॉकडाउन लग रहा था हर जगह. तो क्या हो रहा था? Economic activity was zero. Economic activity was zero, which means there was no savings. People were not able to spend money. There was money problem. Every household was concerned about their money. क्योंकि इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी बंद हो गई थी. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी यू मेक मनी, यू स्पेंड मनी, यू सेव मनी, यू इन्वेस्ट मनी. एंड इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज एड टू द सेविंग्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड वेल्थ ऑफ पीपल in that country, in that world, on earth, right? Economic activities add to savings, investment and wealth. क्योंकि आपके पास जॉब है, आप काम कर रहे हो, आप अपना धंधा कर रहे हो, you're doing business, you're making money, so you're saving and investing as well. Now to the question, what is disposable income? Disposable income means that part of your income which you want to spend, right? I have 100 rupees, and I can spend 80 rupees. 20 रुपए मैंने सेव कर लिए, 80 rupees I want to spend, that is my disposable income. Okay, cool. Economic activity means money, non-economic activity means social welfare. True, that is right. See, Ananya, subsistence farming, there are different meanings. If I'm understanding right, you are saying, I am thinking barter system. Okay, subsistence farming में क्या हो सकता है? अपने खुद के खाने के लिए कर दो, but you cannot just eat 1 or 2 products, right? अगर आप चावल उगा रहे हो, if you're farming for rice or just for wheat, you will need potatoes, tomatoes, onions, you will need vegetables. So you will do barter. That way it is economic. But if you're only doing कि नहीं मैं सिर्फ चावल ही खाऊंगा पूरी जिंदगी, I'm just growing चावल for myself, then it is non-economic. Okay? I'm thinking from a different perspective, but if you're thinking कि सिर्फ you're doing it for yourself, subsistence farming करे for general public without any motive to earn money or barter, it is non-economic. Simple है. Explain characteristics of economic activities first to second point in Hindi. Okay, Asha? फटाफट से आपको दोनों पॉइंट सिखा बता देते हैं हिंदी में, राइट? इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी से कुछ भी आप करते हो कुछ कमाने के लिए, राइट? इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज वो एक्टिविटीज हैं जो कि कुछ कमाने के लिए की जाती हैं, या तो पैसा या कुछ और सामान. किसी सामान के बदले आप कुछ और सामान ले लेते हो, वो भी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी है. नंबर 2, जो कि सप्लाई साइड ऑफ इकोनॉमी. इसका मतलब क्या है? इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की वजह से, राइट? अब इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की वजह से कुछ सामान, कोई सर्विस बनती है. अब किसी को कोई प्रोडक्ट बनाना है, आप इयररिंग्स बना रहे हो, आप चेन बना रहे हो, आप वॉच बना रहे हो, आप पानी का ग्लास बना रहे हो, कॉफी का मग बना रहे हो, टोपी बना रहे हो, शर्ट बना रहे हो, कुछ ना कुछ बन रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ प्रोडक्ट बन रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. तो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज आर प्रोडक्टिव. दैट मीन्स इनकी वजह से कुछ प्रोड्यूस होता है, कुछ सामान. अगर अगर दुनिया में, अगर इंडिया में कुछ भी सामान बन रहा है तो वो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की वजह से ही बन रहा है. दैट इज व्हाट इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज आर प्रोडक्टिव. ओके, कूल. So disposable income excludes expenses or not? Disposable income actually actually means expenses essentially, right? Ankit, if you go to a temple and you deposit money in temple, is it economic or non-economic? हाँ, economic होगा अगर आप उसमें पंडित जी से 10 रुपए वापस ले लो तो। आप 20 रुपए डालो, पंडित जी से 10 रुपए ले लो तो इकोनॉमिक है। अगर नहीं कर रहे हो तो नॉन इकोनॉमिक। ये कैसा सवाल पूछ रहे हैं? भगवान से आपके पैसे कमाने जा रहे हैं, हाँ कमा रहे हो तो ठीक है। इफ समवन इज लाइक हैज अ टेम्पल और a small dargah or a gurudwara, whatever, like I'm just giving you an example, ऐसा होता नहीं है, right, generally, but if someone is trying to create business out of religion, it is still economic activity, right? Awesome. If it's clear, I'm happy that it's clear. Question is on the screen. यार टाइम तो बहुत जल्दी जा रहा है, 12:30 ऑलरेडी। बहुत सारा चैप्टर पढ़ा है, कोई बात नहीं, आई हैव एम्पल टाइम, वी हैव एम्पल सेशंस, राइट? एक दो सेशंस और एक्स्ट्रा करने पड़ेंगे, कर लेंगे। इफ ओनली इफ यू लाइक द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, ओनली इफ यू वांट, वी विल एक्सटेंड द सेशंस, बट हो जाएगा पता, टेंशन नहीं लेनी है। कूल कूल कूल। सभी को तो आंसर आता है, पता नहीं पढ़ा क्यों बने, राइट? द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव. Economic activities can be divided into three things, right? तीन प्रकार की economic activities हो सकती हैं. There are three kinds. There are three ways of doing an economic activity. Very gentle, very gentle. Either you will be a business person, या तो आप professional होगे, right? Like you'll be a doctor, an advocate, a chartered accountant, an architect, or somewhere else as a profession, as a teacher, as a consultant, as a yoga trainer, as a yogi, as a dancer, as a choreographer. आप profession में हो सकते हो, or you will be in employment. आप job करोगे कहीं पे, right? That is what you know. Go for a corporate job or your other job, any kind of job that you want to do, right? When I was younger, I really wanted to be a McDonald's like that cashier who takes orders. I don't know why, but I always wanted to be that. मेरे को बड़ा मजा आता था देख के, अरे वाह कितना बढ़िया यूनिफॉर्म, टोपी टोपी पहन के they are using those computers, touch screen back then, right? That is employment. So economic activities can be divided into three types of economic, like three ways you can do an economic activity. Basically, if I have to simplify this topic, what we're saying is there are three ways of doing an economic activity: business, profession, and employment. Okay, business, profession, and employment. जब हम business की बात करते हैं, right? When I talk about business, now somebody was asking very initially in the session कि how is business different from commerce? ये business अलग है या commerce अलग है? थोड़ा सा ये समझाइए. लीजिए आपका सवाल आ गया, right? See, look at this graph from a perspective that the outermost is the biggest thing. उसके अंदर आती है एक सेकेंड लेयर और उसके अंदर आती है थर्ड लेयर, राइट? इट इज लाइक योर चोकोबार, इट इज लाइक योर कॉर्नेटो, राइट? पहले बाहर आपका कोन आता है, फिर आइसक्रीम आती है, उसके अंदर चॉकलेट आ जाती है. ओके, सो द बिगेस्ट आउटर मोस्ट लेयर इज कॉमर्स. द बिगेस्ट आउटर मोस्ट लेयर इज कॉमर्स. सबसे बाहर आता है कॉमर्स. सो कॉमर्स इंक्लूड्स ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. Commerce includes all type of economic activities. अरे ये तो solve ही हो गया concept मेरा. What is commerce? Commerce is something that includes all types of economic activities. Economic activity क्या होता है? Economic activity is a human activity which is done for some monetary gain, for some profit, कुछ पाने के लिए, to earn something, right? Be it barter, be it monetary, be it non-monetary, with the motive of earning something. That is called economic activity. And all forms of economic activities fall under commerce. अरे वाह, ये तो बहुत easy है, ठीक है? But within commerce we have industry. Within commerce we have industries. Similar activities को club कर दो. Similar activities करने वाले businesses को, professionals को, या किसी को भी, हम business की बात कर रहे हैं essentially यहाँ पे, people doing the same kind of business put together form an industry. Okay? People who come together, if you form groups of people who do the similar business, they form industry. जैसे retail industry, real estate industry हो गई, e-commerce industry हो गई, health care industry हो गई. सारे hospitals को अगर मैं club कर दूं, if I have to define the business done by all the hospitals, it is healthcare industry. Okay, business done by all the construction companies, business done by all the construction companies put together is called real estate industry. ठीक है? अब all the Bollywood, Tollywood, like all these people who are creating web series or films or media, इन सबको डाल दो तो आ जाता film industry. सुना है? सुना तो होगा, right? Amitabh Bachchan is part of film industry. He's the king of film industry. Ranveer Singh is the new king or prince of film industry. Industry क्या है? Industry क्या होता है? So all the businesses put together, all the similar businesses put together are called together an industry. So film industry में every business which is concerned with filmmaking, production है, डबिंग आर्टिस्ट, डबिंग स्टूडियोज हैं, लॉजिस्टिक्स है, सेट वाले हैं, लाइटिंग वाले हैं, कैमरा वाले हैं, ये सब लोग फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के पार्ट हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट इंडस्ट्री मींस. एंड फाइनली उसके अंदर आते डेली ऑक्यूपेशन, डे जॉब, राइट? पीपल हु आर डूइंग दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. नाउ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में let's take example of Ranveer Singh only. Okay, now Ranveer Singh is part of film industry, but his daily occupation is acting. He's an actor, right? The daily occupation of Ranveer Singh is acting. उसका काम तो acting है, right? His business is acting, right? उसकी economic activity क्या है? वो acting करता है. That is the daily occupation. But on a broader level, he is part of film industry. On a bigger, broader level, he is part of a commercial activity in the country, within which he is part of film industry, within which his daily occupation is acting, right? This is how you look at business, commerce, industry, and daily occupation. Okay. Grouping of similar businesses is called industry. Super. Can I make a Telegram channel? I will have to check and come back. Yash, I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but I will check with Board of Studies and let you know. Agar ho sakta hai possible, I'll create a Telegram channel and share the channel name, right? I can do that. Okay, Yash, I'll check and come back. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. मेरे को check करना पड़ेगा. I'll check and come back. Okay, cool. To understand business at a broader level, business की बात कर रहे हैं. This is business and commercial knowledge. Business comes from the word busy. Okay, जैसे आपको नींद आती है, आप बोलते हो this is laziness. Okay, आपकी बॉडी में बहुत ज्यादा लेजीनेस है. वैसे जब आप बहुत ज्यादा बिजी होते हो तो आपकी जिंदगी में बिजीनेस होती है. And that is where business is coming from. Business is coming from the word busy. When there is a lot of things to do in your life, there is busyness in your life. And that is where this word is coming, business, from busyness. Okay. So at a broader level, is priest doing an economic or non-economic activity? If the priest is getting a salary, it is an economic activity. Okay. Business at a broader level is a web of activities. Okay. It's a web of activities. And we know this. Production हो रही है, distribution हो रही है, exchange and trade हो रहा है, right? Business के अंदर production in factory, distribution through trucks, reaching the small shopkeepers, हमने पढ़ लिया. At a broad level, business is a web of a lot of activities, right? At a middle level, to understand business at a middle level, each level of the above web has multiple activities. Like trade or retail, maybe we have small shops and shopkeepers, right? Like in trade, we have small shopkeepers. In production, we have factories, manufacturing plants. In distribution, we have these cargo ट्रक्स वाले ट्रक का बिजनेस है, ट्रक वालों का बिजनेस है, शिप का बिजनेस है, एयर कार्गो का बिजनेस है, राइट? सेंडिंग स्टफ थ्रू शिप, थ्रू एरोप्लेन, थ्रू ट्रक्स, दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. एंड ट्रेड एंड एक्सचेंज में वी हैव शॉपकीपर्स, शॉप्स, स्मॉल ट्रेडर्स, ट्रांसपोर्टर्स, हॉस्पिटल्स, स्मॉल रेस्टोरेंट ओनर्स. ये सब भी एट द मिडिल लेवल, if you have to understand, all these are part of business activity. All these people are part of business activity, right? So business एक वेब ऑफ एक्टिविटीज है जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे लोग, छोटे 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 लोग अपना खुद का बिजनेस कर रहे हैं. Business is a big web of activities within which a lot of people are doing their own small businesses, and together things are happening in the economy, right? Big HP, Dell, आपका Apple, आपका Lenovo, आपका Acer, all these are making big laptops, but big to in small shops like Gada Electronics I've put here. If you watch Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, you know this shop, right? Electronic goods are being sold at these small shops, right? While it is produced by big companies like Dell, HP, Lenovo, इतने बड़े brands हैं, but इनका माल तो इन्हीं दुकानों पे बिक रहा है, right? This is how business is happening in the country, in the world itself. Cool? Okay. Perfect. Awesome. You will enjoy the session. I think I will also enjoy an extra session. Any doubts, or we can go ahead. Tell me if you have any doubts, or we can go ahead. If we can go ahead, I will go ahead. If we want to solve any further doubts, we'll do that as well. If everything is clear, I'm happy. If you have any doubts, let me know. I will try to solve as much as I can. Tell me if you have any doubts or something. Happy to solve that. Cool. Awesome. You want me to go ahead? No doubts. अरे कौन नहीं देखते तारक मेहता भाई? Everyone watches तारक मेहता. All clear. नहीं, I won't take class till 2 p.m. इतना पढ़ाने का शौक नहीं है मुझे. We have a session tomorrow also, 2 hours. So we'll keep it till 1 p.m. only. Awesome. Crystal clear. Super, Smriti. Super. Everything clear. Good. ठीक है. I think it's all clear. Let's go ahead with the chapter. Okay. Broader level पे हमने समझ लिया, middle level पे समझ लिया, narrow level again very simple. At a narrow level, it is nothing but it is the daily occupation, right? It has to be a usual occupation and not just a one-time activity. इसको तो आप याद रख लो. This is exam most asked question in the examination. Most asked question in the examination. Okay. Business is a usual occupation. It is not just a one-time activity. It's a usual occupation. It is not just a one-time activity. Okay. It is not a one-time activity. अगर आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो as a one-time activity, if you're doing anything as a one-time activity, right, that is not business. If a teacher is employed in school, then it is profession or employment. It is employment, right? It is employment because you're in a particular school. Employment hai, job hai. MLA, MPs doing economic or non-economic activity. Essentially, if you look at it, it should ideally be non-economic, but it is somewhat economic, right? वो economic ही है, salary मिलती है उनको भाई. They're taking salaries. They're not doing it for free for us. Your tax money, my tax money goes into running the government. They are taking decisions, but it is for the people, of the people, and by the people. पढ़ा हुआ है ना ये? Civics में class 9th or 10th, I think in civics books we used to read that democracy is of the people, for the people, and by the people. ये वही है, ये वही है. Awesome. Blue or black, whatever pen you want. Black is preferred now. I think black ballpoint pens are much preferred in examinations, is what I believe. Okay. We have sessions only on Saturdays and Sundays. Yes, that is right. Cool. So, अगर आप कुछ भी activity जो कि सिर्फ एक बार ही कर रहे हो, if you're doing something as a one timer, okay, if you sell a particular product only one time for profit, even if you sell something only one time for profit, that is not business. It should be a regular activity. It should be a regular activity. It should not just be a one-time activity. It has to be a regular activity. ठीक है? अगर आप कुछ भी एक बार ही बेच रहे हो, let's say I sell my cell phone, right? आप एक बार ही अपना cell phone exchange करने के लिए आप उसको बेच देते हो और आप कुछ और, you take another cell phone, you sell your old cell phone and buy a new phone. Is that business? Is that business? You tell me. Logic लगाओ. You selling your old phone to get a new phone, is that business? Is that even business? Not-for-profit organizations and economic activity, mostly yes. Democracy, to the people, by the people, for the people, and from the people. That's a good addition, right? Are MLAs doing profession? No, I think they're more like elected employed people, right? Tips for exam preparation, last 5 minutes, 12:40 हुआ ना, 12:55 पे exam prep questions पूछेंगे. No, it's not a business. It's not a business. नहीं है business. No, it's just a one-time activity, not a business. And the concept is clear to you. ठीक है? If it is a one-time activity, it is not a business. It has to be a regular धंधा for you. That should be your daily occupation. आप दिन रात वो कर रहे हो, then only it will be called as a business. Okay? Only when you're doing that on a daily basis, it will be called as a business. Otherwise, it will be not called as a business. Okay? Cool. Let's go ahead. Question on the screen. Very simple. We have done this. We have done this just now. Tell me what is the answer. We can classify all similar businesses related to a particular activity as what? Weightage of this chapter, Sagar, 100. 100 marks का इस chapter. There are no weightages to chapters. There are no weightages to a particular chapter. पहले हुआ करता था. अभी based on trend you can figure out, but essentially as per syllabus there is no weightage. No, Gunjan. Even if you're taking a phone from a shopkeeper, which is more than the price, it is not business. Because business is only when you do something on a daily, regular basis, right? It is a business only when you do it on a regular basis. One-time activity, even if you make huge profits, it is not a business, okay? आप कल को ताजमहल बेच दोगे अगर, तो बिजनेस थोड़ी ना. आपने वन टाइम एक एक्टिविटी कर दी, दैट इज नॉट. हाँ, आप रोज कभी ताजमहल, कभी लाल किला बेच रहे हो, कभी बड़ा इमाम बाड़ा बेच रहे हो, कभी कुतुब मीनार बेच रहे हो, कभी गोलकोंडा फोर्ट बेच रहे हो, कभी बैंगलोर पैलेस बेच रहे हो, राइट? कभी नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी बेच रहे हो, देन इट इज बिजनेस. The correct answer is industry. The correct answer is industry. All of you are absolutely right. 100 out of 100 marks. Cool. लेट्स गो टू प्रोफेशन. ठीक है, बिजनेस के बारे में पढ़ रहे थे, अब फटाफट से समझते हैं भैया प्रोफेशन क्या होता है. ठीक है, इज ब्रोकर डूइंग अ बिजनेस? यस, ब्रोकर इज डूइंग अ बिजनेस. Saima, it is a business. It is a business. It is good that you know broker क्या है. Is shopkeep for shopkeeper it is a business? Shopkeeper का business है, आपके लिए business थोड़ी ना. For shopkeeper it is a business. Can we call seasonal business as a business? Yes. उस season में it becomes your daily occupation, then it is your business, right? कभी बोध गया, कभी महाबोधि, बेचते ही रहो सारे मॉन्यूमेंट्स इंडिया के, बहुत बढ़िया, बंटी बगी बन जाओ. Cool. Let us get into understanding what a profession is. Okay. Now, doctor is also a profession, and that is why you see this man here. This is Munna Bhai MBBS, who was a doctor, and doctors are into profession, right? Why don't I teach accounts? Because I am not very good at accounts. I was the worst at accounts, honestly. So accounts तो मेरे को तो मतलब पसीने छूट जाते थे in accounts. It was a nightmare for me. Though I got an exemption because I was very scared, but मेरे को तो हालत खराब हो जाती थी accounts. Right? It's very tough, is what I believe. But I think that fear helped me score excellent marks in accounts. Okay. I made you Natwarlal. I've seen all the movies, Kushi. I'm a very Vela person. Okay? I'm a very Vela person. See, on weekends, I'm taking these classes. How free I am. I don't have any friends. Awesome. I think I can try teaching accounts. Probably tell board of studies to help me get accounts. Try telling accounts. But I think it will be fun to teach accounts as well now because अब मेरे ऊपर pressure नहीं है to clear examination. So I might be good at accounts also. I don't know. If teacher is employed in school, then it is employment, or profession, it is employment. Job है तो वो employment है. अभी फटाफट से बात करते हैं profession की, ठीक है? Profession means rendering specialized services necessitating prescribed qualification and adherence to a code of conduct. ये कैसी शेक्सपियर की इंग्लिश लिख दी, राइट? इसका मतलब क्या है? वेरी सिंपल. लेट अस ब्रेक डाउन. If a particular sentence feels tough, let us break it down and understand. Rendering specialized service. Okay. A chartered accountant, a lawyer, an architect, an engineer, a doctor, they provide specialized services, right? Audit, taxation, business consultancy, managed consultancy, finances, cash flow management, business finance, specialized financial services, mutual funds, share market. All these are done by chartered accountants as a specialized service. Doctors specialized होते हैं, कोई सर्जन है, कोई ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट है, कोई नेफ्रोलॉजिस्ट है, कोई जनरल फिजिशियन है, कोई एमबीबीएस है, कोई कुछ है, कोई डेंटिस्ट है, कोई आपका अलग अलग like 10,000 doctors, types of doctors, right? Knee doctor, कंधे का doctor, like ENT, right? Like there is the vision, like eyes के doctors हैं. There's so many specialized things within doctors. So it's specialized services necessitating prescribed qualification. जरूरी है एक prescribed qualification होना. To be a doctor, you should have MBBS degree. You should have BDS, which is for dental. You should have a particular qualification. To be a chartered accountant, you have to clear CA examinations. You have to have a membership number. For lawyers, you have to clear the examination of bar council after you clear your graduation or you do your LLB to practice as a lawyer. For engineers, you have examinations. For architects, be arc karte ho. Then you become part of the Council of Architects of India. You have to pass that examination to become a member there. And you have to adhere to a code of conduct. Adhere means follow. Adherence means follow karna padta hai code of conduct. That means a lawyer has to wear a black coat, a white shirt when being present in the court of law. A chartered accountant has to be professional, has to be transparent. You have these ethics, you have these principles. A chartered accountant has to be fair, has to be transparent, has to be open, should not hide things from the general public. It has to make the general public aware of the finances of the company so that people are not doing frauds, so that companies are not doing frauds. यही तो professional ethics है CA के. You have to adhere, you have to follow these code of conducts, these ethics, these principles. Profession में ये सब जरूरी होता है. This is what a profession talks about, right? Adhere means to abide by. That is right. To follow, to rigorously follow, to adhere, to be disciplined, to follow, like to actually put those code of conducts into action is what you have to do, right? Okay. Each organ has its own doctor. Mostly that's a good thing. I never thought of that way. That is right. सब पेट का डॉक्टर, लिवर का डॉक्टर, दिल का डॉक्टर, you're right. टीचर टीचिंग इन कोचिंग क्लास, वो तो प्रोफेशन है या फिर बिजनेस भी कर रहा हो सकता है, राइट? और कर रही हो सकती हैं. A lot of female teachers now in chartered accountancy, which is super, right? Earlier सारे सर होते थे, अब there are a lot of ma'am also. This is good. Okay, I've answered that. Teacher वाला आपका. Why are you guys so fascinated about teachers, employer है या employed है या business है? कोई और एग्जाम्पल भी दो. टीचर के पीछे पड़ गए. Hyundai is a business. Club. It is not a business per se. It's I think can be called as a business for the person who does that or who initiates that committee or Hyundai, whatever you call it. I also think I should have more friends, but I don't somehow, but that's okay. You get more time to watch YouTube. Cool. The third, we talked about 3 kinds of economic activities: business, profession. अब बात करते हैं employment की. We know what an employment is. Do you want me to explain employment? Simon, my salary is 1 plate aloo puri every day. Anupam, last session mein, I always in all my sessions, be it SM, be it BCK, in all my sessions, my last session is always open 2 hours of discussion, where you get to know me and I get to know you. You ask questions around examinations and everything, and I try to solve them. Okay. So last session में you want to know about me, how I cleared examinations, मैं क्या करता हूँ, क्या किया है मैंने. We will get to know everything in the last session. तो last तक रहना पड़ेगा मेरे साथ, which is somewhere in the mid of October or the end of October, right? We'll go till end of October. I think 28, 29 October तक we have these sessions. So bear me for the next 1.5 months. I'm going to stay with you for another 40, 50 days. तो धीरे धीरे Sam, all these questions last session. Right? Some ऐसे questions what you want to know about last session. A type of job and providing salary to the employee. That is right. You all know what is employment, or you want me to explain employment quickly within 1 minute? Write down. Even if I get one person who wants me to explain employment, I will do that. Okay. But I want to know if anyone wants to know that. समीर ने तो बोल दिया कि सीए लोग गरीब होते हैं, आपकी सैलरी ज्यादा नहीं होगी. समीर ऐसे दर्द नहीं देना होता भाई. So you work under commodity for commodity economy, share market. I wish I was Harshad Mehta. This is similar to BST, right? This is similar to BST. No. Question, that's a great question. When do we do self-study? Because the time is less. Figure that out. You will have to find out time. Time तो हमेशा ही कम रहेगा, right? Time is always going to be a challenge, but like think about this, Lakshit. I'll give you a perspective, okay? I'll give you a very honest and practical perspective. I think employment is also covered. What I'll do is I'll just take next 5 minutes on open questions. I'll stop the syllabus today. We had to cover a lot many things, but koi baat nahi. We have enough sessions to complete a syllabus. We will be well on time. I'll pause the session today. We'll start the session from characteristics of business tomorrow, same time. Let me come to a very important question that was asked right now. Okay, I'll give you a perspective on examinations right now, and I think that should give you a flavor of why and how you should prepare. Now think about this. At foundation level, we have almost 1.5 lakh students who give foundation examination every attempt. Okay, 1.5 lakh बच्चे, 1,50,000 people are giving foundation examination almost every attempt. Now, to your question, how do I figure out time? I think that is really a good picture. Now, how many people clear foundation examination? Probably 25-30%. Probably 25-30% people right now. तो 1.5 लाख में से अगर 25% बच्चे निकालो, वन फोर्थ, तो कितने लोग पास हुए, राइट? Almost 40,000 कुछ, right? 35,000, 40,000 people will only clear the examination. You have to be in those 40,000 or 35,000 odd people out of that 1.5 lakh. Now, how you want to figure out time to to study or complete your topic or things what you think you're weak at. Some of the subjects will be your strength. Some of the subjects will not be your strength. How you manage that is something that this particular exam will help you teach for your life. Okay, now, this is where this perspective should come into picture. It is not just about giving examinations. It is about being in that top 30,000. Okay. Now, when you change your perspective of preparation, you start thinking, yeah, सिर्फ pass होना है, 40 marks लाने हैं, 50 marks लाने हैं. Probably, I think not the right strategy. I think that is not the right strategy. If you think that you have to get 40-50 marks, probably you might not get that. Your strategy should be in the top 20,000, in the top 30,000. If not 30, you should ideally aim for to be in the top 10,000 students who ever are giving the examination. अगर आप prepare करोगे उस mindset से, I have to be in the top 10,000 students who are giving the examinations. I have to be in the top 10,000 aspirants. Probably a game changer for your strategy. Probably you will start understanding that the girth of the case, the importance of managing time and why studying is important, because it's a fight. Okay, it's a fight of getting in the top 30,000, top 25,000. Percentages keep changing, so keep the number lower, and that's better for you. Do not think about marks. Think about being in the top 10%. As simple as that. वो है असली strategy पढ़ने. ठीक है? Accounts, it looks like a big headache. It was a big headache for me as well. But accounts ka, if I can tell you from my experience, practice as many questions as you can. That last 5 attempts के papers उठा लो, right? Just go to last 5 attempts, solve the same paper 2 times. Study material की सिर्फ question solve करो. What I used to do was I used to just go and solve those questions handwritten. Your choice, you want to write or not. I used to handwrite every question. मेरे तो अच्छे marks आ गए. How does business control country economy? It cannot. Yash, it is not in the business's hand to control country's economy. You cannot. Why was the ranking system removed? Probably, I think it's more about foundation. It's not about like the ranking should be more at intermediate and final is also what I believe. Foundation में rank लाने का कोई sense नहीं है. It's more like an entry level into the real course. Okay, foundation is more like an entry level into the real course of chartered accountancy. So entry level पे rank दे क्या करते? It is an entry thing, right? You just have to enter a particular door. अब तकेशी's castle देखते थे. तो Takeshi's Castle में there were these doors, everyone used to jump. कोई रुक जाता था, कोई पास हो जाता था, वो दरवाजा फटता था and used to pass through that, right? It's just like that. Doesn't matter if you're the first or the last, right? You just have to enter, you have to pass this, right? So that is why ranking was removed. Without any coaching, CA foundation can be clear with his official lectures only. Absolutely yes, Barkatullah. You can, but you will also have to study yourself a lot more. ठीक है, सिर्फ सेशंस के बेसिस पे एग्जाम देने जाओगे, शायद मुश्किल आए, right? You will have to study yourself. You will have to focus on a lot of questions, ask a lot of doubts from all the teachers in these sessions, and you will be sorted. Yes, Anshita. Yes, I was lucky enough to clear examinations. तुक्के मार के, right? Like I told you, I was not an excellent student, but हाँ ठीक है, जब पढ़ना होता था तब पढ़ लेते थे. After all these questions last session, all how I became a CA, when I became a CA, why I became a CA, why का तो आंसर मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, ठीक है? I don't know why. Sure, Sakaldeep, क्या करेंगे? Last session तक wait करना पड़ेगा दोस्त, right? I want to answer all these questions. I don't want to escape all these questions. They are questions that you should know answers to. How people who have gone through the examination, gone through, and what they're doing now. It is important for you, right? But अभी हम इसको रखेंगे last session तक, so that हम syllabus करें, syllabus पे focus करें, and then you get to know me more when we end this session, so that it remains with you. Okay. Nidhi, I was lucky enough to clear examinations jaldi, right? How many hours did you give in study? Simon, not more than 4 to 5 every day. उससे ज़्यादा तो मेरे से पढ़ाएंगे. Maths intermediate level पर नहीं. I don't think so. Intermediate पे maths है अभी. I'm not sure. Maths तो नहीं है. आ जाएगा नेहा, you will get examination form. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि नहीं आएगा, आ जाएगा, थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा. My favorite subject was at final level. I really enjoyed SFM, which is like strategic financial management, which was foreign exchange, share market, call and put, all these forwards, futures. बड़ा मजा आता था subject. How many? ठीक है. For study material, the question come in exam. Yes, study material से questions can come in examination. So Rahul, you want to know my 12th class की percentage? ठीक ठाक, like I got into Delhi University. तो मेरी percentage ठीक ठाक थी, अच्छी थी. I had maths in 11th and 12th. Yes, I got 100 out of 100 in 12th in maths boards. So I had maths. Not boasting, CBSE में मिल जाते हैं. आसान, मतलब आसान नहीं होता है, but you can score them. Can you please help us clear the concept from study material? Sure, Khushdeep. If you have any specific doubts and questions, happy to solve that for you. Come like next session or whenever you study, कोई भी question आता, write it down. In this session, ask MCQs. हम लोग एक साथ करेंगे, but concept का कोई, if you have any question, I'm happy to answer. Right? I don't know that particular highest salary. I don't know. Intermediate objective, it's a mix of both. Intermediate पे focus on foundation. अभी foundation तो clear करो. Okay, exam form आ गया है. Asha is saying exam form आ गया. Neha, please check that. Asha is telling you that exam form आ गया है, right? Adisha, if you did not have maths in 11th 12th, अभी शायद maths में थोड़ी दिक्कत होगी, which is honest होगी, अगर पर आदत छूट गई है, but ठीक है, study you score well. Samir scored 100 out of 100 in accounts and BST in 12th. Samir, न्यूज़पेपर में फोटो आई थी कि आपकी? Sam, I don't know, like Sethis are Bengali. I didn't know that, but I'm not Bengali for sure. I'm very sure I'm not. Sure, you will have to study material एक बारी. Paper 3 and 4 are offline or computer based. मुझे ये check करना पड़ेगा. I am also confused on that. I can check and come back. Okay. Or probably if we can create a Telegram channel, I'll check that. Probably next session, I will get back to you. If we can create a Telegram channel, where we can solve these questions about examination. You guys can also help each other, right? And be respectful to each other. बदतमीजी मत करना दो अपने साथ, especially to the boys and girls also. आजकल तो equality है. Cool. I think all the kind of questions in terms of when I cleared, how I cleared, right? All these for the last session. I am trying to figure out questions which are related to syllabus. Okay. I want to focus on that. Last 2 minutes and then we wrap up. Last 2 minutes and then we wrap up because it's already 1:05. Improve accounts, practice more questions. Akhil, foreign jana hai, abhi nahi gaya. Right? Maybe soon. Okay. Neha, you can't see other questions because I can only see all these questions. So probably Telegram can help you. I'll check and come back. That should help you guys as well. Probably Samir. Sure, Telegram check karenge. Lisha, you were top in 12th in your junior college. Congratulations. It's super smart group of people, right? And on social media, I think the best way you can leverage social media is to be on LinkedIn. Start building your LinkedIn profiles. शुरू में बहुत boring लगेगा, but it is going to help you immensely as a professional, as a chartered accountant in the next 3-4 years. Super duper opportunities for articleship you will find out there. People keep posting about articleship openings, job openings, CA jobs, CA articleship, mentorship, कहाँ से campus होता है, कहाँ job ढूंढो, कहाँ जाओ, क्या करो. You get all that information there, right? So you should be there. Cool. Jargon क्या होता है गुंजन? Jargon means language. Jargon means technical language को jargon. और दूसरे सब्जेक्ट्स के बने हुए ग्रुप्स, आई चेक दैट एक बार. आई हैव टू चेक दैट इफ आई कैन क्रिएट टेलीग्राम. इफ आई कैन, आई विल. कूल. ठीक है. आई थिंक आई हैव आंसर्ड मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू सिलेबस, ऑल ऑफ देम, राइट? इफ आई हैव मिस्ड एनी क्वेश्चंस, बी अश्योर्ड नेक्स्ट सेशन में join in quickly, ask your questions. I'll be happy to answer. And with that, let's wrap up today's session. Thank you to everyone who has joined and been so active. I thoroughly enjoyed the first session. I think we keep the momentum going for the next like 1.5 months. We study together, we complete the syllabus, we ask questions, we practice questions. We'll do that, everything. I'll try to cover as many topics with as many easy, recent, latest, basic examples I can. And let's work together in the next 1.5 months to secure a place in this top 10,000 people in foundation, right? With that, thank you so much for everyone who has joined in, everyone who will watch online, who will see it recorded. I would request come on chat. Really, we have great fun here. On Telegram, I'll check and come back by next session. With that, thank you again. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m., same place, right? Take care, guys.